Distorted View Daily proudly presents poetry recited by stroke victims.
One day we come and we go. Everybody does.
Words are full of meaning. It is very important to keep thinking flowing. When I get bad forward, I feel dumb and empty. I feel empty in my head, like a shell. My eyes look inside. I'm not scared when I look inside. And get find the word. I'm worried. I don't want anyone knowing anything about this problem that I have. I'm worried.
Hey freaks, it's Friday, June 21st, 2018. Coming up on the program today, clit-stimulating tips, plus the sounds of cunt punching. Another drunk dude tries to fuck his car, and gay guys want to suck Tony the Tiger's hairy cat dick. That sounds great to me.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
The guy, he's in the dirty underwear or something. I don't know. He's sniffy.
I don't even know if that stroke victim was done with her poem, but I had to cut him off at some point. Uh-oh. No.
I can't.
He or she was not done. I'm not even convinced this is a poem. I'm reading a TGI Fridays menu. All right. Enough. Is that dactylic pentameter? Or is it iambic? I wish I could have got away with this in high school English. Tim, did you write your poem? Yes. See? But that rhymes with that. It's one of them rhyming poems. Even when I make up poems that don't have words, it's like the simplest idiot-like poem. Roses are red, violets are blue. Rhyming poems are sure hard to do. Oh, I guess not. All right, hey freaks, Tim Henson back here with you for the Wednesday show. Is it Wednesday? No, I slept through Wednesday. It's Thursday now. I've been a very sick boy. You can probably tell it in my voice still. Yesterday was way worse. I did my very best to power through a show on Tuesday, but I was wiped out on Wednesday. So I apologize. Yeah, I'm the only person in the fucking world who gets a cold in the middle of summer. It's like 100 degrees here in Cincinnati, and I'm sniffling like a little bitch. I'm sorry. I explained it all on the Sideshow exclusive program, how little children were to blame. What do parents always tell their kids? You know, it's summertime now, right? School's out. And parents constantly are yelling at their kids, stop watching television, don't play video games, get out of the house for a while, play outside, get some fresh air. Yet the first thing they do is take their kids to the movies to stare at just a larger screen. Take your kids to the park outside where they can run around. Leave the movies to the practically immobile middle-aged people like me. Disgusting kids got me sick. I was in a foul mood yesterday. Some people might call me a little bitch. Every little thing that went wrong, I turned it into something huge. I went to a deli yesterday for dinner, got a sandwich and a side of deviled eggs. I even order like an old person who gets a side of deviled eggs. I wanted deviled eggs. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm sick. I have weird cravings. I think I'm pregnant. Oh my God, this is just morning sickness. So I ordered deviled... Yeah, and what pisses me off is I talked about the deviled eggs a lot to the girl behind the counter. I was like, how are your deviled eggs? Do you like your deviled eggs more than your egg salad? And then I was like, I will take a side of deviled eggs. And then again, at the end, when she's like, what did you have? You know, as she was ringing me up, I made sure to mention the deviled eggs. Well, we get home, and guess what? No fucking... It was the one thing I was looking for. I didn't give a shit about my sandwich. I just wanted those deviled eggs. You would have thought I just received news that the home health care nurse in charge of taking care of my mother violently raped her with a curling iron on it, the hottest setting. I was on a rampage, and I would have went back to that deli if I wasn't sick. I would have showed up, and I would have, like, I don't know, jerked off into my hand and then flung my jizz at her face just to assert dominance. Yeah, bitch, I'm your daddy. Then I would have took each and every one of those deviled eggs, crammed them up her ass, and then administered, like, Dulcolax or something to her, and then wait until she has to shit uncontrollably. Then watch the eggs fly out of her hole, and then I'd pick them up and jam them down her throat, make her eat those shitty, diarrhea-covered deviled eggs. All because she forgot them in my order. It wasn't really about that, but it's just like, it's always something with these food orders. And, you know, I really wanted those deviled eggs. Then Lord Douche is focused on one of our dog's ass, like her anal glands. He's got, I don't know, some sort of super smell situation, and he got it in his head that the big dog, Oscar, needs her anal glands expressed. And I'm like, no, I don't smell it. First of all, he's got his head right down, like buried almost in her asshole. It's not going to smell good, regardless if she needs her anal glands expressed or not. But for the past 2 days... All I've been hearing from him is look up anal expression videos on YouTube. Look up a guide how to express. I'm not doing that. I am not going to stick my finger in her ass and like pinch around her asshole region to make some sort of like gooey shit come out, spray out. I don't think she needs it, first of all. I don't smell anything. Of course, I have a cold. Second, like, not only vets will do this, express the anal glands, but, like, groomers will do it. Let's go and spend $15 and get her fucking combed out or whatever, brushed out, and have her press, the ass lips, whatever they need to do. I don't know what that has to do with deviled eggs. Some people probably think the smell of deviled eggs is similar to an expressed anal gland, but it's just something that happened also that got me all worked up for the past few days. All right, listen, I have a bunch of audio to share with you. First up, a video of a woman self-punching herself. Have you ever noticed, and maybe this is just me because I've seen a lot of people who have wrecked assholes, and this goes for pussies too, when you really fist your pussy a lot, or your asshole a lot, it really starts to misshapen your butt. Kind of makes your butt look weird and a little saggy around the middle, where the holes are at. It's not a good look, and that's what's happening with this woman. She's fisting her pussy here.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's not so much fisting as it is just, like, punching. She's in the shower, all soaped up. No resistance whatsoever going in there. This doesn't just happen overnight, She's been working at this for a while. I think this is the only way she can feel something in there. With a bunch of, like, a blunt force trauma to the cunt. At the end of the video, you can see what I'm talking about with her ass looking all droopy. Again, the video is posted up there at eFuck, but she bends over. I mean, you can just tell she's trying to open up her pussy, and it's just like a slobbering mess. The noise is coming out just... Oh. She's prolapsing her pussy out like a balloon. What a talent. Moving on now from gaping prolapse cunts to U.S. politics. The two topics share a lot in common. Look, I know a lot of you are probably just exhausted. You're tired of hearing people talk about Trump and everything going on in the news. And we try to avoid it a lot here on Distorted View because, again, you're bombarded with this shit at every turn. With that being said, I think we can all agree, no matter what your politics are, the current administration is a little tone deaf when it comes to the issues of the day. For instance, just a few hours ago, right, Melania was boarding a plane to go visit a child detention center in Texas, and she was wearing a jacket that said, "I really don't care, do you?" on the back in big letters, which is like a weird thing for anyone in the administration to wear, regardless of where he or she was going, you know what I mean? But it's doubly weird because she's like visiting these little kids who are like in these cages. She's like, "I really don't care, do you?" Now, the first thing that happened was supporters were like, "Oh, that's a Photoshop jacket." But then people actually found that jacket was being sold. So then Melania's people were like, "Yeah, the jacket is real, but there's no double meaning there. It's just fashion, bitches. No hidden meaning, no double meaning. Just calm your tits." Okay. But then Trump tweeted that the jacket actually did have a double meaning. It's about the fake news. That's what Melania doesn't care about. So there's a lot of different stories there. It's just kind of a weird thing for her to be wearing as she visits these enslaved children. Which, by the way, I'm totally for. We need to cage up more kids. Not just illegals. All of the kids in the United States, especially the sick ones, shouldn't be allowed out, especially to the movies. I would set up social testing centers. And by that, I mean, the testing center looks like a restaurant, right? And we see how these kids behave in a mock restaurant situation. And if they're little shits, we throw them in cages. The ones who can, like, just be quiet and eat their fucking chicken nuggets, they're allowed to continue to be part of the world. They can stay with their mommies and daddies. The rest of them get ripped away from them because the parents don't know how to control their children. Stay warm in your aluminum foil bed sheets. Have you guys seen those pictures of the kids using... It really does look like aluminum foil blankets to stay warm in Texas in like 300-degree heat. That's a recipe for disaster. Or more appropriately, baked baby. These, adult illegal immigrants are going to come back looking for their kids, and they're not going to be able to find them. They're just going to find like a roasted duck. There's little Diego, or what's left of him. He's very tender. Succulent. All right. The other tone-deaf moment was when the director of Homeland Security, Kirsten, there's a J in there, Kirsten Nielsen. Oh, she's the secretary, Homeland Security secretary. She has come out many times. She's been interviewed, and she's, just a heartless bitch when it comes to this stuff. She cackles at the thought of families being ripped apart. It oddly makes me attracted to her for some reason. Anyway, she's a big proponent of this plan of Donald Trump's, where the kids are taken away from the parents or whatever. She, and most of these kids are coming from Mexico, right? Hispanic children we're talking about here. So the other night, she was dining in a Mexican restaurant. Of all the fucking cuisine you could choose from, why choose the food of the people you're currently fucking with? All right, so there's some audio here. Apparently people were heckling her. How dare you spend your evening? This is a free fucking country.
Here eating dinner as you're complicit in the separation and deportation of over 10,000 children separated from their parents.
It just sounds like he wrote that out, right? He knew she was going to be dining. This is not an off-the-cuff remark. I always end up hating the protesters more than what they're protesting.
How can you enjoy a Mexican dinner as you're deporting and imprisoning tens of thousands of people who come here seeking asylum in the United States?
To be fair, most of the Mexican food that you see at a Mexican restaurant are not, it's not authentic.
We call on you to end.
Everything's like deep fried and covered in cheese. Are chimichangas a real, food thing in Mexico? I have a hard time believing that. Everyone in Mexico looks so thin.
And abolish ICE!
Abolish ICE. Then they start chanting shame.
Shame! 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 Shame!
Kirsten's like, fuck, and I just ordered my margarita.
Don't eat in peace! You don't eat in peace! If kids don't eat in peace, you don't eat in peace! In a Mexican restaurant, of all places! Shame on you!
It is kind of funny. I almost think that Kirsten is trolling these people. She feeds off of negative energy.
Have the audio of DHS of her staff ripping away children!
Oh, quiet, good God. Why can't protesters just talk like they're angry? You stupid bitch! You're ripping kids away from their family. It's always why? Why are you doing this? You're ripping kids. Come on, don't be such a baby. You're whining like a pussy. You have the audacity to eat here at a Mexican restaurant? Hey, twat lips, take your racist fucking ass out of here. There's just better ways to protest, in my opinion. All right, one more clip, and then we will get into the news. I was waiting for this development. This is brilliant, in my opinion, and I'm thinking about getting one for myself. So we've talked about cam whores before, and they're always pushing their viewers to tip them, give them money. And the more money they get, the more clothes they take off, the more stuff they show, pussy, ass, stuff like that, right? I mean, you know how these cam whore shows work, right? Well, there's now a vibrator that connects to your computer, links up to your cam show software, and every time you get a tip, an electronic signal is sent to your vibrator to just go fucking ape shit. So you can hear as the tips are coming in, it sounds like she's being shocked, quite frankly. So this just ensures that, she gets a constant stream of tips. If you want to see her come, you'll keep tipping. She can't even sit. She's falling off of her chair. She's saying, please. I don't know. This thing must be very small, and it goes inside of you, because I can't see anything in there. I've never heard so many tips come through. It's obviously painful, but she's working through it, man. She realizes this is rent for the next month. I think we got another 30 seconds of this. Another minute. Oh, yeah, I see that thing inside of her. There's a cord in her. She's squirting now. Squirting and crying. That's how I like my women. If you're interested in this product, it's the Lovents. I think we've talked about this. They're the company that has mobile apps and stuff, so your boyfriend can be stimulating your clit from like 1,000 miles away. Well, now they've got a cam app. Lovense proudly presents the best toys for interactive cam shows. Tip-based vibrations, create your own levels, easily give live control, sound-based vibrations, and, of course, this is all patented software. This is some advanced shit. Like, you could specify different amounts, like tip 50 tokens, and that'll send 10 seconds of a wave pattern vibration straight to my cunt. If you tip 65 tokens, it'll send 35 seconds of fireworks pattern vibrations. And then you can also set up, like, the power levels and shit. Actually, a really good idea. This is going to be a perk for my patrons over there at patreon.com/distortedview. I'm going to shove this thing in my ass as I record the show. You guys can shock my anus. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist. Fucked up news right now. Thanks, Cunt Thrasher, for the tip. Not a member of the Distorted View Sideshow? What are you waiting for? Sign up, become a true and honorable freak today. When you do, you get full access to the entire archive of programs, plus every week we do extended shows, exclusive programs, video casts, and more. Did an exclusive show on Tuesday. Of course, Wednesday's program was Best Of. So tomorrow's show is going to be another Sideshow exclusive program. Be on the lookout for that if you're Sideshow members. So it's a great time to sign up. It's only $6.99 a month. Even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. Get all the deets over there at superfreaksideshow.com. All right, 3 quick stories, and we'll get the hell out of here. First up, you may remember a while back there was a story regarding Tony the Tiger being a big hit among the furry community. Like, they were sexually harassing Tony the Tiger on Twitter. It was weird and awkward. I'm pretty sure Kellogg's deleted their Tony the Tiger account at that point, but he made a return this past week. I don't know why they did this, but Tony the Tiger returned with a little animated picture, like a GIF or something, of Tony's little bib that he wears. You know how Tony has like that scarf or ascot or something around his neck? Usually it's red, but it turns to rainbow colors to celebrate Pride, because it's important that cereal companies embrace the gays, I guess. They're a large market of cereal eaters. Gays eat just about anything. Who else thinks hairy butthole is delicious? You can't see me, but I'm raising my hand. Don't knock it until you try it. And you pick that ass hair out of your teeth. It gets stuck in the middle. When you're really munching on butt, hairs wind up in weird places. All right, so Tony the Tiger came back for a corporate Pride Month shout-out. So people naturally went crazy. At 18KSS writes, "Fill me with your sweet, sweet frosting, Tony." At Farfox123 chimed in, "Frost my flakes." What's this? And then a couple of asterisks, notices Tony's big bulge. At Shell Orange Husky says, "Sexy Tony, let's hang out after some sports, baby." Some Frosted Flakes fans seemed annoyed to see their breakfast connected in any way with LGBT culture. Others, though, felt this coming out moment had been too long in the making. I could see Tony as like a gay daddy figure. Oh, so he chooses now to come out of the closet, says Bootiful32. Kihu Blue replies, "Leave him alone. We all have our own reasons." Minneapolis grad student Alex Bovine, who notoriously was suspended from Twitter for replying, "I'd fuck that tiger" to a Tony tweet, has this to say of the bold branding move. "I'm normally against..." He got kicked off of Twitter for saying he would fuck a cartoon tiger. a spokes cartoon. "I'm normally against rainbow capitalism, but Stonewall was a riot started by 6-foot-tall members of the genus Panthera. God, I hate gay people. What the hell is he talking about here? Well, he's alluding to the Black Panthers' role in a breakthrough for the LGBT rights movement. I didn't know that. The Black Panthers had something to do with LGBT rights? I thought black people pretty much always hate gays. All right. As for the mischievous or irrepressibly aroused individuals risking a timeout in Twitter jail every time they hit a Kellogg's thread with hardcore Tony porn, Boivine adds, I hope that in the spirit of openness and honesty, Twitter recognizes the muscle daddy tiger top in all of us and takes action to ban Nazis. Oh, why you gotta go and make this political? Ban Nazis rather than people who think brands are funny. People with power don't need your protection. I mean, Kellogg's is practically encouraging this, making Tony's ascot all rainbow-colored. And by the way, Tony's not just targeting cock-smoking fairies. No. This fall, he's got his eyes set on basic bitch white girls with the release of pumpkin spice frosted flakes. Oh, yeah. I shit you not. They are coming later this year. So there you go. Second story we have for you today. A lot of you freaks have been sending me along a video to, I guess, like a short documentary piece on a bunch of people in Louisiana who practice pony playing. I think if you check out our Facebook group, you might find that video somewhere around there, or just my personal Facebook page. I think a lot of people have posted that. Anyway, I've got a full-bloom news story about it. A team of, quote, normal tax-paying citizens spend their weekends horsing around in full pony fetish wear and competing for prizes. Why isn't the Game Show Network all over this shit? That is something I would watch. Donning everything from mouth gags. Could you imagine contestants with ball gags in their mouth trying to answer questions? Sorry, we can't accept that. All right, donning everything from mouth gags and face masks to latex, leather, fishnets, whips, and chains. The Ponies of the Delta Club compete in show-jumping events dressed in head-to-toe horse gear. Though this group of individuals in New Orleans claims to be vanilla between Monday and Friday, on the weekends, they love strapping on their stirrups and saddling up for 2 days of pony play. The group in New Orleans, Louisiana, meets twice a year to live out their equine fantasy as they compete in several disciplines to crown the top nag.
I love horses, best of all the animals. I love horses, they're my friends.
Joey Warhorse, Pony Wynn, and equestrian-loving couple Rainstorm and Eve Smith outline what makes their secret subculture so enjoyable. Quote, these events are very competitive, much like how a regular horse show would be, said Joey Warhouse, adding, we end up with crashes, records broken, and plenty of slips as people attempt the jumps. The competition gets pretty crazy sometimes. I'm looking at the pictures. If you want to see some ponies in action, I've made it today's featured image over there at distortedview.com and superfreaksideshow.com. Our outfits that we make are based off of bio-horse equipment or made from horse equipment that's been rearranged to fit humans. It can get pretty costly, so people are very proud of the outfits they put together. Misbehaving mare Pony Wynn, who enjoys deviating from the course, said, when I'm in pony play, I'm pretty free and wild. I enjoy kicking the cart and giving my rider a really hard time. I'm free. I run around, I gallop, I jump, I nuzzle. Oh my God, there's a big fat broad. Oh God. Yeah, I'll add a couple pictures over there to our show notes today. Eve Smith said once the competitors put gear on, they actually turn into horses. We're very normal, vanilla, upright, tax-paying citizens Monday through Friday, so to get out and go and pretend to be something else for the weekend is so much fun. I've got some audio here. I don't know if this was the same clip that was posted and sent to me a few times.
Today we're out here having a pony play competition where people compete in events and classes just the same as real horses do.
It's not just the same.
Get it! Yeah, get it, girl, get it.
These events are very competitive. Just like a regular horse show event, we end up with some crashes and wrecks.
The guy who's talking is dressed up in...
People go down over the...
I can't even describe the outfit. Oh, he's slipping and
The
falling.
competition gets pretty crazy sometimes.
I'm gonna beat you so hard.
When ponies put on the gear, it puts them into what they call pony space. And I see a lot of people that once they put the gear on, that actually turn into horses.
When I put the bit in his mouth, it's like a ritual between us. He needs that transition to get into headspace. And I can feel through the bit when he actually kind of changes from like human space to like pony space. So now I'm gonna leave him here for a minute for pony space before we take him out in for the reining competition. Because I found for us during play, if I just put him in the gear and then we go immediately do it, it doesn't give him time to transition into his headspace that allows him to express himself.
You can hear him in the background making pony noises. Oh, this video was posted by the Wizard of Odd, if you want to look it up on YouTube.
When I'm doing pony play, I'm pretty free and wild. I kick the cart.
I don't even understand what he's saying.
Fight with the hammer, you know. And, really just try to give them a really hard time, so they really have to try to keep us to obey. But
yeah, that's the guy who's like a bad pony.
In their favor.
Step up.
I really just fall into that space, and I'm a pony when I do that. So I'm free, I run around, I gallop, I jump, I snort, I whinny, and I nuzzle, and I get the head scratches.
It's a pony.
Oh my god. All right, I think you've heard enough. And finally today, freaks, I love that this type of news story is super bizarre, but it's nothing new to Distorted View Daily. A Kansas man was charged today with a lewd and lascivious behavior for his repeated attempts to have sex with the tailpipe of a parked automobile. We've featured audio from documentaries of guys fucking cars. One guy, weaseled his way into the warehouse where they were storing Airwolf. You know, the helicopter from the TV show. And I don't know if he slipped the guy, the security person, or whoever brought him in. I don't know if he gave him a little bit of money or something. But they let him have some alone time with Airwolf. And he fucked it. He fucked Airwolf. He raped a helicopter. Oh, God. The stuff you learn here on Distorted View Daily. Ryan Malick, 23. Oh, he's just a young guy. And you know what? There's a picture of him. He's not even hideous. He's got some muscles on him. Why is he fucking cars? Probably all the steroids he's taken made him all aggressive. He's like, I just need to fuck something. All right, Ryan Malick, 23, was named in a municipal court complaint accusing him of exposing himself with the intent of arousing or gratifying sexual desires. Malick has been summoned to appear in court on July 19th to answer the criminal charge. Malick, cops say, was intoxicated. Oh, there you go. When he was sought to tryst with a vehicle on May 1st in Newton, a city 25 miles north of Wichita, Kansas. Local cops responding to a 911 call about a man beneath a vehicle discovered Malick endeavoring to place his penis into the tailpipe of the car parked outside of an apartment complex. Now, if he was fucking his own car, do you think he would have got in just as much trouble? It's that he's, trying to fuck someone else's car. That's the issue here, right? And, it's outside and, little children could be watching, I guess. When did this happen? At night? In the morning? Come on. All right, so he was trying to place his penis into the tailpipe. I love that he didn't hear the cops coming or anything. He was solely focused on getting that cock in the tailpipe. Malick, a Newton resident, was oblivious when initially contacted by police. What? Malick, whose blood alcohol content was later measured at more than 4 times the legal limit, continued trying to have sex with the tailpipe in the presence of officers. This man will not be deterred. I applaud his focus. If anyone listening to the show is in the area over there in Kansas and you're looking for an employee, I mean, there have been worse candidates, right? This guy can hunker down and do the work without being distracted. All right, cops subsequently tased Malick, took him into custody, and transported him to a local hospital for treatment. The criminal complaint lists 6 witnesses who reportedly saw Malik trying to have sex with a tailpipe. I have a hard time believing out of those 6 people, none of them whipped out their cell phone to record this. Malik's rap sheet includes arrests for marijuana possession and aggravated assault. So there you go. Could be worse, right? He could have been assaulting a woman. He knows better now. Fuck a car when you're feeling the urge. All right, there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Thursday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you, freaks. We've got a voicemail line for you. You can call in, leave a message for me. I'll play it on the show. 206-666-4463. We also have a special phone number just for patrons. If you pledge a few dollars over there at patreon.com/distortedview. Other ways to contact me if you're a little shy, you don't like your voice being played, you can email me, show@distortedview.com, and I'm all over social media, at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram, and, of course, Facebook.com/DistortedViewShow. Let's check in.
It's Dusty Muffin.
Excuse me. All of a sudden, it wants to play right when I start. Usually it takes a few seconds. That's why I say, let's check in with a few patrons.
Hey, Timmy, it's Dusty Muffin. So you've been telling us all about your house horrors. I get it. It's awful. And I think I told you a while back that we're going through the same thing.
Yeah.
We're going to be moving, and it's just been an awful ordeal. And I want to make you feel better about your situation. So here it is. At least you didn't have to sell your house before you moved, because that's really the worst part.
Although I heard, now is the time to, if you're going to sell a house, this is the time to do it, because there's so little. I mean, everyone wants to buy for some fucking reason, right?
So
maybe that's just in the Ohio area with Columbus and Cincinnati. The market is red hot.
We listed our house about 6 weeks ago, and we live in Iowa, and nobody fucking wants to move to Iowa.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we're having a hell of a time selling it. And about 3 weeks into our listing, we've had minimal showings, 0 offers, not even a low ball, nothing. Well, my sister-in-law, who already lives in Colorado, she, about 3 weeks into our listing, decides she's going to move, too, to a different part of the Fort Collins area where we're moving, because they'd outgrown their house and whatever. She lives in central Fort Collins, right by CSU.
Okay.
And so,
a lot of details I don't need to know, but okay.
She tells us one day, she's like, yeah, we decided to move, too. And within a day or two, she'd already bought a new house.
Sold her other one.
What are you doing? You haven't even listed your house yet. She's like, oh, it won't be a problem. So sure enough, she lists her house then about a week later. And the same day she listed it, and this is a shitty little house. We're talking 1,900 square foot, tiny, old, needs updating, whatever. They didn't do a thing to it. And they end up getting multiple offers on the first day, end up selling it for $10,000 over their asking price. Meanwhile, we keep dropping our price.
It's a different market. You're right. No one wants to live in fucking Iowa.
Nothing.
I didn't even know people wanted to move to Colorado, quite frankly.
What the fuck? So it's
Denver, I guess, is pretty.
And we've already bought a house out in Fort Collins, so we've got to get our house
I love that she's just ranting and raving. She's got to tell someone.
So, yeah.
Look, I've got an outlet. I've got a podcast. I can get this off my chest. People like her, she's got no one to tell. So, okay, she calls into the voicemail line.
But from the other end.
Let her vent.
Because buying a house is way easier than fucking selling one, especially when you live in buttfuck Iowa and nobody gives a shit.
Literally buttfuck Iowa.
I mean, our house is 3,500 square foot finished, and we're not even coming close to selling the thing. It's nice. It's been updated. It's it's a beautiful house.
It's a big house, right? 3,500 square feet. I think ours is 2,200.
Maybe $320,000.
It would be larger with the basement, but the basement is flooding. Goddamn nightmare. Here's another Patreon patron.
Greg from Austin calling. Sorry, freaks. I promise I won't do this again. But Tim, I'm a little bit behind the shows, and just calling to let you know I sent you an email about me and the wife coming through Cincinnati. So if you're interested in meeting us,
when does that happen?
I just now sent it. It's about 7:45 Central Time, 8:45 your time.
Listen, I'm sick.
I just put my name.
It's not this weekend, is it?
In the subject line. It should be easy to find. But we're not asking you to go out of your way to come meet us if you're even willing to come out. But check out the email, Tim. If you can't come see us, that's totally cool. But
I'll find your email and I will reply to it either today or tomorrow. I'm sorry, I've been sick. We'll see how it goes. I hope it's not this weekend. I hope it's next weekend.
Yo, what up, Tim? It's been a long time, man. I first found you guys way back in 04 when you guys were on 1-800-555-TEL or something.
Well, that was not 2004, my friend. That's like 2000 and 2001. So
1-800-555-TEL or something like that.
Yeah.
I was in school back then. This shit was funny, and it's good
now
to be
it's not.
back, man. Making me laugh like fuck. I kind of thought you guys went under. I had so much shit come up in my life. That
I'm just a one-trick pony. I got nothing else in my life. Might as well just keep doing this bullshit.
Forgot you existed, you know,
Thank
and
you.
I was thinking about it this morning, and I'm like, fuck, man, it's been a long time since I heard this shit. I wonder if it's still rocking.
Yeah, of course.
I'm glad to hear you fucking are, and it's more fucking distorted than ever. It's
Oh,
awesome,
really?
man.
That I am proud of.
This is David Abraham from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's fucking great to be back and hear from you, man.
Glad to have... You're almost a 20-year listener of Distorted View Daily.
Keep it distorted.
That is cuckoo crazy, bananas fucking insane. So, well, thank you very much for rediscovering the show. I'm glad you remembered me, and we're glad to have you back as a freak. That is all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660-God is in God.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the podcast. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. I will see you back tomorrow if and only if you're Sideshow members. Check out superfreaksideshow.com for more information. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Hello, my treacherous friends. Thank you for joining me here tonight. I brought you all here to discuss as I must how pleasant it's been. Hello, my treacherous friends. Thank you for joining me here tonight. I brought you all here to discuss as I must how pleasant it's been this tonight.
Rape my boy pussy! Rape my boy pussy!